Kai doing another giveaway in New York?
In New York City, my hometown. Not too long ago, 2023, y'all know what happened in New York City. I call PTSD. If you don't know what happened, this happened.
Video game giveaway prompted mayhem in New York City. Kai Cenat is accused of inciting a riot during the unpermitted event.
At least 3 officers were injured and 65 people have been arrested.
Officers were attacked. We were in there. We were crushed.
Very big riot.
Hey, look, they do the same thing this year. What they gonna say?
We just on the train.
It wasn't even like a riot, bro. It just wasn't no structure, bro. And like, I feel like even if Kai was to do it, he gonna have structure.
Don't come
like even if he was to do it without the mayor.
Game Boys and bring smoke bombs and bring M80s.
What happened to the PlayStations, guys?
Just got an update from the NYPD, and here's what we know tonight. According to police, Kai Cenat will be charged with multiple counts.
The influencer is charged. He's going to be charged with multiple counts, at least 2 counts of inciting a riot, unlawful assembly, and a few other charges.
Now, today is the day.
No, he ain't know.
The mayor of New York was in the city and reached out and said he want to pull up on me and talk about it. And I'm gonna try to ask him to see if I'm able to run it back. We gonna see if I'm able to run it back, because right now I'm on like a policy right now where I can't really do no events right now. So I want to see, and also I just want to talk about like what the cops did with Phantom Car and V and stuff like that. So he gonna come in there and he feel like he wanted to talk about that a little bit out of nowhere. Like they knew I was in New York, and
he gonna take zero responsibility for what the cops did for Phantom Car.
And they want to talk about it. So yeah, let's be face to face with the mayor. How you doing?
This is one of my favorite.
How you doing? The mayor's in town. How you doing, bro? You good? You good? Come on, bro. How's everything been going for you? Grinding? What you been up to today?
The parade, Albanian Day parade, went to a couple other events.
Okay.
It's non-stop.
Okay.
Every half an hour there's another clip.
Okay, yeah. I haven't been in New York in a minute, so.
All right, look, Chad, I promise you, last time I'm going to compare, then we done with this conversation. Is it harder to run a city? This is something you can compare, right? Because they both got a heavy workload, bro. Which is harder, being Kai Cenat or being the mayor of New York City, bro? You know what? The loser, whoever, bro, listen.
It's my first time.
Whoever feel like they have disadvantage, you know what they're going to say? He's the mayor. Oh, my God. He's the mayor. He has to deal with millions of people. Deals with millions of people.
I mean, back home, you know, from the Bronx. You feel what I'm saying?
That sounds like they're just trolling, Chad.
Nah, yeah, definitely. Like, the last time I was here, it was crazy. It was crazy, but
New York every day.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is.
Nah, that mayor, he really from New York.
We don't want you back.
That's what I felt like. I felt like, you feel me? Like after the controversy what happened and stuff like that, you know, I try to be a little bit more careful with the things I do, but also on top of that, it was on some like, we just had like trouble with certain things, and a lot of like things were happening with like my boy Phantom, like we just had trouble with like NYPD and stuff, you know?
You said trouble, explain that.
Like, I feel like we were like...
Be raw.
I feel like we like picked on us in a way. I feel like we were like, NYPD be picking on us in a way.
Okay, explain it, help me understand.
In terms of like, it was a lot of times where police was doing things that they wasn't supposed to be doing. Like it made it feel like NYPD was a gang at one point. In terms of like, my friend Phantom, he got his car taken away for no reason at one point.
Who's that?
Phantom, my homeboy from the Bronx. That's my boy.
That day, you're saying?
No, not on that day.
Okay.
It was a whole different day.
Okay.
It was a whole different day.
Right.
Yeah, so like, I feel like there was a lot of things where like things would happen where like where the police would just look at us and pick us out. We had trouble the whole summer. In like about a year ago, we did AMP in the summertime, and like it would just always be NYPD just doing stuff. So like I kind of feel like coming to New York, it'll be kind of hectic in terms of like I gotta move a certain way.
Let me tell you something. We've come a long way from where we were, and what's happening now, even in the Bronx. Man, there's a lot of crews, a lot of drill folks are getting into battles over drill music. They're disrespecting each other's community, and so I have to find that right balance. I got to make sure we're safe, but not with disgrace.
Yeah, I just feel like I just feel like there was some points where
Mayor, Mayor.
it'll be the cops taking the car
WPR,
and posing with
WPR.
it, and like we basically getting laughed at. So us being from New York, we felt the type of way in terms of like, damn, we can't even embrace the city without something going on. You feel what I'm saying? Because of like how big we are, we always had a radar. Every time we fly in, it was always something. So
Let me say take the car. We need to take the car.
like they took Phantom car from him, and like he was like at one point he was held at one point they had the gun up pointed at him.
What did they take it for? Was he drag racing?
No, he wasn't doing nothing.
Okay, so we need to look at that case.
He wasn't doing
just
nothing.
be on the street and someone take his car, but I just can't.
And they posed with the car. And they was posing with it like taunting.
Okay, we need to look at that.
So I got a question.
go.
Like we do know about what happened downtown.
I ain't gonna lie, when you got somebody with motion, like when you got somebody with real motion, nah, America ain't have that, bro. Cause that's a reflect on the city. He like, nah, somebody else gonna look at that. You feel me? Like, you feel me? Beyonce could look. I'm just saying, throwing the name out there. Beyonce could look at that and be like, nah, the whole time I'm not coming to New York, bro. They took his. I'm not coming to the Bronx. You feel me? That's a whole like
where things happen to
I don't
me.
think
Like,
nobody would ever say
I
I'm not coming
being
to the
that
Bronx,
way,
though.
but
I'm
it
not
ended
going
up
to
being
New
it, and I learned
Everybody's
from it.
always
Like,
gonna go to
I
New
understand
York.
how much influence I have. I want to know: is there a world where I can ever give back on a big scale, but the right way? Because I feel like I was on the radar of not being able to like do events like that because of how hectic it did get. But is there a world where I can run it back?
Okay, let's look at what we just did. What we did 2 weeks ago. We had a major boxing event right in the middle of Times Square. A couple 100,000 people were there. They coordinated with the city. We had the right layout. We had it laid out correctly. We get ready to do something else, a major event. We do a lot of major events. And so now that you see your influence and what you tried to do on 14th Street, you would say, I'm going to give back.
Yeah.
So now that you see your influence, now you have moved to another level.
Right.
You can't still do it on the level you did before because now you're blown up. So now you have to do it on another level. You sit down with my team. I get the agencies involved. You map out what your plan is. This is what I want to do. I want to do something to give back. Now you got the city in alignment to make sure you can execute the plan.
Okay. So there's a world where I can
Without a doubt. But
I can do it
all the time.
Okay.
I would love for you to come up in the Bronx.
Yeah.
And just,
I just want to get back to my city. Like I would like to do it one more time. I feel like it would be fire if I did it the right way and I did it one more time for the people, because that day like I did have good intentions and I wanted to do it. Is there a way like
that's why the team said this brother had good intentions.
Yeah.
He was not trying to do something that was happening.
Yeah.
So we want to make sure your good intentions allows you to do what you're going
to do. Is there a way that is there a way that my friend like Phantom could like probably get like an apology for what happened or anything like that?
Just explain it to me.
Like an apology from like whether it's from the police department or some type of apology, because he was done wrong. Like he was done wrong, and it's like
with the situation with the car.
The car.
Let me look at him and see what happened.
The car.
Let me see what.
Yeah.
Let me see exactly what happened. If something was done wrong, he'll get an apology.
Yeah.
Let me see exactly what happened. Because this is news to me. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Because normally nobody's just gonna roll on you and take your car.
Yeah.
So you're saying he was.
No, that actually happened. No. Okay. Yeah.
Well, I'm sure everybody has video cameras.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You should have Phantom call me.
Okay.
Where is he?
I'll get the info.
Is he from New York?
Yeah, he's from New York. Yes, the Bronx.
Okay, back.
Huh?
He's back.
Nah, he's back. He be out here, but we be just be cautious of certain shit because like you feel what's going on and stuff. But I wanted to ask you something like.
Nah, I would have been. He ain't been back since the accident.
How do you get like the key to the city or like a street sign? Like I can probably see like Sanat Ave or something like that. How do you get that? Like
I'm looking to have Eric Ave.
Yeah. Wait, so you don't have the power to like give somebody the key to the to the city?
Yes. Keep the city, yes.
How do you get that?
Street naming is done through the city council. Key to the city is through your life of work. You know, it's not just, because someone did something once great time. Like we can get the key to the city to Walt Frazier. It's his life work. They look at your life work. It doesn't mean that you're at the end of your life, but we want to look at the totality.
Frazier.
Right, like Like we gave the key to the city.
That'd be fire.
Huh?
I said that'd be fire to get. That's fire.
Yes.
I just wanted to get the green light if I ever wanted to.
Hey, chat. Like, if I was to get a key to the city, bro, I would want it for Charlotte. I wouldn't want it for Detroit. No offense to Detroit. I love Detroit, but I feel like I wouldn't be who I am today without Charlotte, bro. Like, I love Charlotte, bro. I love y'all, bro.
Amen.
You feel me? Even though y'all ain't past it, we love me. I still love y'all. I still love Charlotte, bro. You feel me? That's my home. That's my home, feel me? That's
Run back an event or run back something. Like I can, because right now I didn't know if I was able to run any event back to give back to New York and stuff like that because of what happened last time. So
we do it right.
We'll do it right.
So don't feel as though, hey, something went wrong, now I can't do it again. No, this is your city, man. You from the Bronx.
Mm-hmm.
This is your city. And you should feel if you're gonna do things and give back in a real way, you need to do it in your city. Especially from the Bronx, bro.
Thanks. Yeah.
Especially from the Bronx.
All right. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you. All right, sounds good. There it is. I'm not gonna lie. He basically just locked in another giveaway. So I'm gonna do another giveaway. If it end up being fucking crazy, then we're gonna see what happens. Other than that, like the video, comment, and then just hope for a good giveaway sometime.